Now, on to next team, England. So coach is Steve Borthwick. Eddie Jones got sacked at the end of the autumn there, and Borthwick comes in from Leicester. Captain is Owen Farrell. There's always a lot of talk about, why is Farrell the captain when, like, a lot of people feel he's not the best option at 12. But the guy, he gets a lot of stick, but the guy still, more often than not, delivers for either Saracens or England as well. But he does tend to ship a lot of the blame when they're not playing well. World ranking is 5th. Last year they finished 3rd. The last 5 Six Nations they were 5th, 2nd, winners 5th and 3rd. So going to see whether it ticks up or ticks down this year. Odds 5-1 to win the whole thing. Fixtures at home against Scotland first, then Italy at home. So potentially a nice landing for Borthwick, although if they lose that first one, any kind of experimentation he was thinking of against Italy might go out the window. They have Wales away, then France at home and Ireland away. So if they, those first 3 games, that they can win them, then suddenly they're into almost a mini tournament for themselves, where they've got that France and the Ireland game are both going to be huge. The squad then, we've got the likes of Dane Coles, Ellis Genge, Jamie George, Ludlam, Sam Simmons, Mako Vunipola, his brother Billy isn't in this one, Kyle Sinclair, all kind of familiar faces. But then the likes of, Ben Curry from Sale, Johnny Hill as well, kind of benefiting from Sale's really good form this year. You've got, players like Bevan Rodd and David Ribbons only on a few caps who could make an impact as well. Jack Walker from Harlequins looking for a potential debut. His clubmate then, Alex Donbrandt, has been in decent form as well for Harlequins, so maybe he's gonna push his case for inclusion for the Rugby World Cup. Into the backs then, you do have Farrell on 101 caps there. Then also the likes of Manu Tuilagi, 50 caps. Is he going to stay fit? Anthony Watson, on 50-odd caps as well. Ben Youngs, 121 caps. So lots of experience, but then you have kind of a big drop-off to the rest of those backs. You've got the likes of Marcus Smith there on 17 caps. He, though, seems to have taken to Test Rugby like a duck to water, so there's no problems with him. But then you do have, the likes of Ollie Hassel-Collins, who potential debut, if he does, that guy is electric. Could really see him lining up the tournament. You've got Alex Mitchell just on 1 cap. Caden Murley, uncapped as well. Finn Smith. So plenty of players there who potentially could make a name for themselves. You've got then Van Poortvliet at 9, who kind of struggled in the autumn as well. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with him through the tournament. In terms of where they're going to finish and what's going to happen, well, they've sacked Eddie Jones. He's now gone to Australia, so you can almost guarantee that England and Australia are going to meet at some stage in that tournament, and it's going to be just this massive game between them, and who knows, maybe Eddie will put one over on them. But England's, even when it's a bad England side, they're still tough to beat. Whereas, this England side, they do have some really good young talent in there. There's obviously, so they've got, the likes of Maro Itoje in there as well, who's going to be like a big leader for them. As I said before, we've got no Billy Vunipola. We've got questions about Owen Farrell as the captain, whether himself and Smith are the best 10-12 combination that they have available. The whole thing with Manitou Lagi at 13, is he going to stay fit for the tournament? Can Van Poortvliet adjust to test level and really find his feet there as well? If they can answer all of those questions, like, England are going to be a serious contender for the title this year. And Borthwick has shown with Leicester that he can really turn around a group of players very quickly as well. So don't be surprised if England are up there towards the end of the tournament.